From the PEP Radio Newsroom, this is the evening news blast for October 22nd, 2025. Deutsche Welle is reporting that Christians from underground churches in China have faced a renewed crackdown that underscores President Xi Jinping's growing intolerance of religious freedom. Chinese law requires Christians to worship only at churches affiliated with religious institutions controlled by the Communist Party. So far, only two Christian groups are officially recognized: the Chinese Patriotic Catholic Association and the Protestant Three-Self Patriotic Movement. Earlier this month, around 30 pastors and members of the Zion Protestant Church, one of the largest unofficial Christian churches in China, were arrested across at least 7 provinces, including its founder, Ezra Mingri. Some police officers smashed the locks and doors, while others cut the power and pretended to be electricians, knocking on doors before breaking in, said Bob Fu, a Chinese pastor who founded U.S.-based religious group China Aid, which closely monitors cases of Christian persecution in China. Most of those arrested face charges of illegally disseminating religious content online, as the church shifted to virtual services in 2018 and has since grown to at least 10,000 congregants across 40 cities. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio also criticized China's actions, calling for the immediate release of those detained and to allow all people of faith to take part in religious activities without fear of retribution. This crackdown further demonstrates how the CCP exercises hostility toward Christians who reject party interference in their faith and choose to worship at unregistered house churches, Rubio said in a statement referring to the Chinese Communist Party. China's foreign ministry rejected Rubio's criticism, saying that Beijing regulates religious affairs in accordance with the law and protects citizens' freedom of belief and normal religious activities. Foreign Ministry spokesman Lin Jian said the United States should not interfere in Beijing's internal affairs, reported the German news agency dpa. China Aid's Fu told Deutsche Welle that 23 members of Zion Church remain in detention, though 8 have been allowed to meet their lawyers, a rare move made by Beijing under tremendous international pressure. The CCP has indeed made a concession this time, Fu said. Since those arrested are considered political prisoners, allowing them to meet their lawyers during the criminal investigation period would have been unthinkable in the past. China is home to the world's largest persecuted church, with religious freedoms rapidly deteriorating under the Xi government since he took power in 2012, according to the nonprofit group Global Christian Relief. Over the past decade, Xi has emphasized the so-called sinicization of religion, tightening ideological control over religious groups and ordering the demolition of churches and crosses. Miro Ren, an exiled Chinese Christian now living in the United States, told Deutsche Welle she has observed a recent increase in police raids on unregistered independent house churches in China. I've seen many church members get arrested, one after another, in the past few years, but it was never on this scale, Ren said. It feels different this time. Ren was a member of the Early Rain Covenant Church, a house church in the southwestern city of Chengdu, whose pastor was arrested in 2018 and sentenced to 9 years in prison. She told Deutsche Welle that the registration system is a political tool for authorities to gain greater control over people's beliefs. The authorities want to control your thoughts. That's already crossing the line of faith, Ren said. Fu, the Chinese pastor, also told Deutsche Welle that the persecution comes as authorities consider the worship and gathering of unregistered churches political and ideological threats. She wants to be like God. If you don't revere, worship, and absolutely obey him, he considers you an intolerable presence in society, he said. And that's the news blast for this hour. If you're watching our news videos on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe to our channel. PEP Radio is available on the Live 365 app, the PEP Radio page at paequality.com, Roku, and Alexa. Up next, we have the Meadville area weather forecast here on PEP Radio.